Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, as usual, I've got a mixture of welding, machining. I also go out to another mining museum. I take the wife to another mining museum which she thoroughly enjoyed. She has me. Anyway, I'll put a little bit of video of that on as well. It's quite interesting. I went to a car boot sale this morning, bought one or two items. I also went to a car boot sale on Wednesday and I bought a nice little hand, what they call a hand vise. I bought one a couple of weeks ago and it's been very useful. So that for a pound was definitely a good buy. I'll bring the camera in and get a close-up shot of these later on. I've ordered a set of gear cutters from China to make the change wheels for the Harrison. I've looked everywhere on the internet to try and get the one I want. It's either a fortune or that set's available, but the number 2 gear cutter, the one I want, is not there. I've spoke to one or two lads on forums and they've also bought the same gear cutters I've ordered and they've had no problems with all of them, as long as they're just cutting cast iron or brass or bronze and they're not trying to machine tool steel with them. So when they come, hopefully I'll be able to get the gears made for the Harrison so I can cut imperial threads as well as metric. Update on Debs. Debs is doing very well. She's still tired, her knees are hurting her, but she's improving all the time. She's actually booked herself a holiday next month. She's going abroad with her friends, and I'm going to have a holiday in my shop and I'm going to enjoy it, and she'll enjoy her holiday, and next year we'll go on holiday together. I've got a little fabrication job here to do for a friend. It's made of a 1/4 stainless plate. It's just a square plate like a curved, like a cleat on it with a 1/2 inch hole in. The 1/2 inch hole has to be reamed as well. It's something to do with a boat, so it's going to be out of stainless. Stainless is nice stuff. It's nice to machine, it's nice to weld. It's not nice to drill holes in. It's not nice to file. Anyway, we've got a bit of stainless flat bar that he's actually supplied. I've got to make 2, so what I'll do, I'll cut the 2 bases out, clap them together and drill the 4 holes first. And I'll probably make those 2 pieces in one as well. Probably get the 2 pieces and drill and ream the hole and put a pin through to keep it all lined up. Just do a bit marking out. So it's 2 inches wide so that the width's right. We'll cut this just over 2 inches. It wants a 1/4 inch hole in each corner. In the centre of the hole is 3/8 from each end, or each face. What we'll do, we'll set these up to 3/8. I mean, these sizes aren't super critical as long as they're both the same. So there are hole centres, and all you need to do is pop these 4 and then clamp the 2 plates together and drill them all in one go. I'll probably get frowned upon for this, but one thing that makes an excellent centre punch is a tap. I've got literally thousands of old taps. That one's got a nice really sharp point on it, so I can put the point on with 2 crosshairs like that. A gentle tap. We'll do all 4. And then I'll consolidate it with a bigger centre punch. If it's slightly off, you can move it around by tapping one way or the other. There's always a lot of controversy about using pencil drills like this or pillar drills like this and not clamping the workpiece down. I've already done the 2 small holes. I mean, you wouldn't try and hold that like that and drill it, it's acting for an accident, you wouldn't be able to hold that. So what I do, put them on, I've got a lot of leverage there, and there's no way that's going to, I'm going to lose control of that. The stainless steel, you've got to make sure you drill the hole. It's no use messing about, otherwise you'll end up heating the metal up. Once it gets hot, the work hardens, then you'll have a hell of a job trying to get a hole into it. That's a little clamp I bought at the car boot sale on Wednesday. Right, so now I can put 2 bolts through those to hold it together. Then drill that too. I didn't like the way that bit of aluminium spun round there, so I put a couple of clamps on here just to stop it from happening. Right, we'll simply bolt these 2 together. Take our clamp off now. Drill those 2 just the same. We'll put a pilot drill through first. Drill into the centre punch bar. Put 2 more nuts and bolts in, it'll hold them both together. And I'll just use the grinder to round the corners off. Right, so I've got our 2 squares cut out and bolted together. And you see, I'll just flash the edges up with a grinder and round the corners off. I could put it in the mill and mill them all square, but for what I've got to do, that'll be perfectly adequate. I've marked out the centre for the 1/2 inch round hole. All I'm going to do, I'm going to clamp these 2 together, and I'll put a couple of tacks of weld on to hold it. Then I can put it in the vise on the mill, pick that centre up, drill it and ream it. We'll get one little clamp again. Right, I've got them clamped together. That's the bottom face, that face there is level. I put a couple of tacks on the top and 2 tacks on each end. Now I can mount it and drill that and ream it. enough to hold them together. Okay, we've got our two plates tacked together. That's the centre of the hole. We need drilling and reaming 1/2 inch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mount it onto a couple of parallels. It's going to be sticking out of the vise a fair way, just so I've got clearance for the reamer to go through. So what I'll do, I'll put a jack under there just to give it a bit more support. That's down hard against those two parallels. We'll support that with a jack underneath there. By a jack I mean one of these, a little machinist jack. I think I said before, these were given to me by an old machinist. He made them when he was an apprentice, and he's an old guy now, so there'll be a bit of history to them. All that does is just stop any tendency for the job to tip up. So now we need to pick up that centre, drill it and ream it. Just notice there the jack's only on, not putting it on the table fully, it's actually in the T-slot. So what we'll do, we'll put something across there. Just going to use this to line the centre hole up with. It's called a wiggler. This one's a starter one. I'll put a nip on there till you can feel resistance on it. Start it up. I mean, that's it, stop moving there, so that's dead in line with the machine. All we'll do, just line up by eye, one axis at a time, that way, that's absolutely spot on there. You can get things very accurately, that's within a thou or so. So I'll lock the table up at that, because all we're going to be doing is drilling and reaming one hole. I have a set of cobalt drills here. I'm going to use the cobalt drills to cut the stainless. In fact, now what I'll do, I'll use the same two drills at first that I used on the drilling machine, but instead of using my normal cutting fluid, I'll try the anchor loop. These are the two drills we used, and the mill's running at about the same speed. It's as good, if not better, I suppose, than what I normally use. That's an ordinary high-speed steel drill. Nasty stringy bastard there. Right, we'll try it with a quarter drill on the same speed. That's effortless, really. I mean, this machine has got more power than the drill, but very impressive.